Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Arturo Thunder Gatti, 5 foot 8 inches tall, 147 pounds. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo. Arturo Thunder Gatti. He's never backed down from anybody. The king of all blood and guts warriors. Saul, the fighters are ready.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the blood and guts warrior, the Hall of Famer from Jersey City, New Jersey, a super lightweight champion of the world, Arturo from...
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins.
So here we go. Should be a good one. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Both men step back for just a moment. So that left lands. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
I've been in some boring fights, trust me, I know what it feels like. You gotta get out of that rut because there's a lot of pressure, especially when you hear a boo in the crowd, especially when you hear the opposite corner, especially when you can hear a pin drop. It means they're thinking, we're bored.
You can't score with that uppercut. Oh, and that left hook hurt him. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Great round. Now, relax. Now go into the Lord. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get on to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
He misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. you believe this? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He takes that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump on. And every time you see him, take a big, deep breath. Bang him down. Body and head. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Why sit in a pocket when your punches are this slow? He just misses with that big right hand. That counter shot lands. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That punch lands. Beautiful counter shot. And a counter left. He just misses with that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And he misses with that jab. Great counter right hand there. He missed with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't find a home. Oh, and that big shot got Arturo Gatti. These punches coming from every angle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Whoa, and Gatti got clipped there. This could be the end. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Great round now. Relax, relax.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. They score again with the left hand. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Right punch. A perfect counter shot. There's a right hand. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
Don't chase it.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Good counter punching. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That jab misses. His jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, and that big shot got Arturo Gatti. He's wobbly. He's stumbling around, but he hasn't gone down yet. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On top of him. Don't let him get back in the fight. Don't let him get pumping. He's going to strike. Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. And every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Bang him down. Keep smart.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good left hand. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice counter. You can tell he's stronger, but a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. There's a counter shot. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Can't score with the right hand. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see more jabs. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Counter right hand again. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that. I love that.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Right punch. Left counter scores. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Not a lot of defense here at all. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
He's absolutely shattered. Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. See it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Keep smart.
And there's the bell for round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. The courage on display here is incredible. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he just missed with that left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on the...
There's the bell to start round 11. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys...
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good punch. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start round 12. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Missed him with that uppercut. That left counter was perfectly timed. Lands with the right counter. And they get out of the way of that left hand. This is a high-octane battle. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Big swing and a miss. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. So close, but so far a split decision loss. Man, that one has got to hurt, Johnny.
A split decision, I've enjoyed that. I actually forgot the rounds rolled by. The rounds were that close, they flew by. But what excitement. I could watch another 15 rounds of that. They probably can't do it, but we can watch it. Split decision, good call.